Hi, Girl on the River here. Since I did the Great Row for Cancer Research UK, I've had a lot of non-rowers asking me about rowing technique for the rowing machine. So I thought it would be helpful to put together a few thoughts on the 5 most common things that people get wrong on the rowing machine and how to fix them. Now, the reason it's important is partly to avoid injury. A lot of people hurt their backs on the rowing machine, and good technique can really help avoid that. It also helps to stop you looking like an idiot. I won't judge you, but believe me, there are plenty of rowers out there who will. So this is your idiot-proof guide to using the rowing machine. And finally, it'll just make you better on it. It'll help you get the most out of it and row well and efficiently. So the number 1 mistake people make is putting that dial up to 10. Don't. The main reason why you shouldn't do that is because you massively increase your chance of injury, particularly hurting your back. The shearing force on your lumbar spine, if you have it at 10, is huge, no matter how big and strong you are. And it's just not necessary. I know it's really tempting to have it on there because you think you need the resistance to get a good workout, but actually even the most elite rowers don't put it on 10, it's just not necessary. If you want me to go into detail about the drag factor, I can do a bit of a follow-up, so just let me know, put a comment in the comment section on the blog or on YouTube, and I can do a follow-up. But basically, as a rule of thumb, put it on 4. If you're really macho and your ego can't take that, you can go up to 5, but I really wouldn't recommend going any higher than that. Number 2 is having your legs and arms bent at the same time. This happens at 2 points in the stroke. First of all, when you push at the drive, if you bend your arms at that point at the same time as you're pushing back with your legs, it puts the strain here. What you want to do is hang off the handle like that. And the reason you want to do that is that then engages the really big, strong muscles, the quads and the glutes. Because if you're using these muscles, I mean, look, they're pretty weedy, even on a strong person, compared with the big ones. So keep your arms straight at this point. And then when you get to here, don't bend your knees first. You see this again and again. You see people rowing like this. They bend their legs and then they have to raise their arms to come forward. So you see a lot of this. And that's just really inefficient. So what you want to do is arms, body lean. So arms, body lean, then legs. And that'll make for a much more efficient stroke. The third thing people do is rushing. You see people with the strokes per minute up at kind of 35, 40, and you're just wasting an awful lot of power flying up and down the slide. Even if you're never planning on getting in a boat, it's not good technique. You're much better putting a much stronger drive in and then just taking your time up the slide. 4th thing is bum shoving. So that's when you come forward to front stops. You see a lot of people bring their bum under because they want to get that little bit more reach. But if you look at that position, that's really not a strong position. You're going to wreck your back pushing off in that position. So make sure you're forward like that. That's a much, much stronger position. And a rule of thumb is when you come to the back and you do your body rock first, not bringing your knees up, keep in that position all the way forward. You don't change your body position at all from the back to the front. So when you come forward, you're like that. If you want compression, just bend your knees, but don't bring your bum under. And the last thing, this is something that I do, is leaning back too far. You see a lot of people doing this. And the reason why that's really inefficient is you've got to have a hell of a strong core to get yourself back over, and you're wasting a huge amount of energy getting from there forward to there. You're much better having a position about here, maximum, and you should be sitting up quite tall, shoulders relaxed, not like that. And it's really easy to do this when you're really kind of getting into the swing of it, but it's just using up a huge amount of energy. If you guys if you've got any questions, just ask away on social media or in the comments section. And happy rowing!